Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an episode of General Hospital that does not disappoint. Today in Port Charles, family dramas, betrayals and unexpected alliances are the order of the day. Let's start with Nina Reeves, who has decided to take matters into her own hands and has proposed an alliance with her nemesis, Carly Corinthos. What is Nina up to? And how will Carly react to this proposal? At Curtis and Portia's office, things are tense. Curtis is confused when Portia allows Brad to leave work early, despite his troubled history. Portia assures that she is willing to give Brad a second chance, who swears to have cut all ties with Selena Wu. However, Curtis is not entirely convinced and talks to Stella about it. Stella, for her part, assures him that Brad has changed. But Brad warns Portia that Curtis does not know about their arrangement and asks her to keep it a secret. What is Brad hiding? Meanwhile, Jocelyn is determined to prove that Cyrus Renault is behind Dex's death. She meets with Jack and promises to find evidence, though she admits she found nothing at Cyrus's apartment. Jack suggests that Cyrus might have another place and asks for patience. Jocelyn, however, is determined to move on and asks Jack to keep this a secret, especially from Carly. Carly, meanwhile, has her own problems. She tells Jack that she doesn't want Jocelyn to know what happened with Valentine. Lucas, intrigued by Jocelyn's attitude, asks her if she's heard about Austin and how he testified in Cyrus's favor. Lucas warns her to be careful, but Jocelyn is more determined than ever. She asks Jack to look into whether Austin bought or rented a house around the time Cyrus was released from prison. Elsewhere in town, Brooklyn is worried about Willow and the kids, who have returned to Nina's house. Brooklyn blames herself for making things worse by bad-mouthing Drew. Gio tries to comfort her, saying that Willow did what was best for her and the kids. Tracy, learning that Willow has moved away, decides to call her lawyers. Dante, for his part, is looking for information on Sam's case. Rocco overhears Chase mentioning that Cyrus is the prime suspect, but Dante asks him to let the police do their job. Tracy interrupts to suggest that they check the property and find out how Drew managed to get in. Dante and Chase head to the gatehouse, where Brooklyn informs them that Willow is left with the kids. Willow, meanwhile, admits to Nina that she shouldn't have been with Drew at Michael's house. Although she still has feelings for Michael, Nina tells her that she can get over it. Drew arrives and Nina warns him that Tracy might try to take the kids away from him again. Nina suggests that Drew move to DC, but he refuses to leave without Willow. Nina, determined to protect Willow, tells Drew that she will do anything for her and is ready to fight. Willow and Drew finally admit their feelings for each other and share a kiss, just as Nina sees them. This moment could change everything, especially when Nina decides to call Carly and propose an alliance to face their mutual problem. What is Nina planning? And how will Carly react to this proposal? Finally, in another dramatic twist, Alexis tells Danny that Sam's death was not an accident, but a murder. Christina and Molly explain that there were other victims, and Danny suggests that Scout shouldn't find out yet. However, Alexis warns him not to get involved in the investigation. Meanwhile, Lois hires Martin and reveals a shocking secret. The baby she gave up for adoption was placed with a member of her extended family, and Brooklyn doesn't know the truth. Lois asks Martin if it's possible for Brooklyn to unlock the adoption records, but before he can answer, Tracy bursts onto the scene, shocked to see Lois. Lois claims she's there for the same reason Tracy is. Willow has broken her word. Martin explains that nothing they did was legal and that Willow has every right to do so.